What if I told you there's a test you can do like right now in just 10 seconds that could give you a powerful glimpse into your future health? Well, today we're going to break down what's called the 10-second balance benchmark.
We're kicking things off with a piece of data that is, frankly, startling. I mean, it's the kind of information that really just stops you in your tracks and makes you think.
It sounds like something straight out of a sci-fi movie, doesn't it? But what if 10 simple seconds of just standing still could hold a really critical clue about your long-term well-being?
So this number, 3x, what does it mean? It represents a tripling of your risk for a pretty major, life-altering event. And it's all based on whether you can pass this one surprisingly simple test. But a risk of what exactly?
Well, here it is. The full, kind of stunning context from the British Journal of Sports Medicine. Failing this test doesn't just mean you have a tripled risk of a serious fall. The researchers found it also links up with an 18% higher risk of death from any cause during the study. Wow. It's that connection between simple balance and overall mortality that we really need to unpack.
And that's where this stops being just some statistic in a medical journal, right? It becomes a personal challenge. Could you, right now, stand on one leg for just 10 seconds?
So why? Why is this one little test so predictive? Well, it's because this is about so much more than just being a little wobbly. It's like a window into a really complex system that's working deep inside your body. You know, your ability to balance isn't some isolated skill. A better way to think of it is as a proxy, a single indicator that reflects the health and, more importantly, the integration of your body's most fundamental systems.
Okay, so now we get to dig into the science. How can something so simple tell us so much? Well, it's all about this hidden network inside your body that's constantly working to keep you upright.
Yeah, so you can forget the idea that balance is just about having strong legs. It's actually this incredibly intricate, high-speed conversation. A constant feedback loop between your brain, your nervous system, and your muscles, all happening in milliseconds.
So the first key player in this whole conversation is something called proprioception. The easiest way to think of it is as your body's internal GPS. It's that amazing sense that lets you, touch your nose with your eyes closed. It's telling your brain exactly where your body parts are in space.
And the second major player is your core. And I'm not just talking about six-pack abs, but those deep, stabilizing muscles in your torso. This is your body's anchor, right? The central point where all your stability comes from.
And this is exactly why the test is so revealing. See, when you're just walking, the process is mostly automatic. Your body's on autopilot. But the moment you lift one foot off the ground, you force that entire hidden network to come online. You're actively stress testing that brain-body connection, your internal GPS, your proprioception, and your core stability, all at the same time. A decline in this network isn't just about feeling a little unsteady. It can actually be an early sign of broader issues that might pop up later. So let's try to reframe this. I've seen some people sensationally call it a death test, but that's not helpful. It's much more powerful to see it as a simple, daily health check that's giving you some really valuable insight.
At the end of the day, this isn't about passing or failing. It's about listening. Your body is constantly communicating with you, and this simple stance is one of the clearest signals it can send.
So if you want to try it, it's incredibly simple. Just find a safe spot, maybe near a wall or a chair for a little support if you feel you need it. Then stand up nice and tall, lift one foot just a few inches off the floor, no need to be a flamingo here, and just see if you can hold it for a slow count to 10. The key is to notice all those tiny little adjustments your body makes to stay up.
And look at this chart. It really puts that statistic into sharp focus. The difference between passing and failing this little test isn't a small jump in risk. We're talking about a dramatic 300% increase in the likelihood of a serious fall. Seeing the data like this really drives home just how important that hidden network we were talking about is.
Okay, so let's bring it all together. The key takeaway here is that this isn't just some party trick. It's a powerful little health check that can reveal weaknesses our everyday walking might be hiding. It's absolutely not a diagnosis to be afraid of. Think of it as an invitation, an opportunity to pay closer attention to the signals your body is sending you.
And that's really the question to leave you with. It doesn't matter if you can hold the pose for 30 seconds or can't make it to 2. Your body is giving you information. So the only real question left is, are you listening?